Now let's take a look at the focus stacking and see how that works, because that's one of the core functions of this thing. So right now I've got a camera on a focus rail. It's plugged into the MPX, and we're going to be using the MPX to control the rail and moving it forward and backwards. Like I mentioned, this is also capable of Y-axis stacking. However, with that, you must make sure your camera is aimed directly at the subject as straight as possible, because what it's going to do is move the subject forward and backwards in order to accommodate that stack. So you can do focus stacking without even having a focus rail. All you really need is a tripod with this system. However, if you prefer to use a focusing rail, it can accommodate that as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to macro stacking, and I'm going to hit select. And just a heads up for everybody, a little disclaimer, my friend here, I found him, he had already expired. I simply cleaned him up and brought him in for a photo shoot. So he is not, I do not kill bugs in order to take pictures of them. If I'm going to be shooting dead bugs, I always source them ethically. So that said, first thing we want to do is position the subject. So I just want to kind of move him around a little bit, and let's kind of see what we got. Maybe something like this. I'm going to move him out. Okay. And I like the position that he's in right now, so we're just going to go ahead and hit the left button in order to go next. And now we're going to set the near and far focus using focus plus and focus minus, okay? And when we have that, we're going to hit select. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit the near focus. So that's the part of the bug that's closest to me. Okay, and I'm watching focus peaking on my monitor. I'm sure it's not showing up on this video that we have of the bug here, but I see that the focus is on the leg that is the closest to us, and I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit select, and focus has been set. Now I'm going to press right, and it's going to ask me to set the far focus. So for that, I'm going to put focus out. I'm just going to hold that. I'm going to watch that focus peaking until it goes all the way back to the dude's little butt. That looks good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and hit select. Now from here, we can figure out how many images we want to put in this stack. So right now what we're seeing is that we are at 306 microns per step. So because we're doing 40 images, so every image is going to move 300 microns out. This is actually pretty heavy. I don't think we need quite that many. So I'm going to, I have the option of I can push up and down in order to raise and lower this. Or if I want, I can hit select and I can go in and edit the number directly. So we're going to go down to 10. Now we're moving 1,227 microns per step. Honestly, we could probably go even less than that, but I'm going to go ahead and run it in 10 and just capture a little bit more. And then it says ready to stack. So let's go ahead and let's capture a stack. It's going to move the camera back to the starting position. And of course, it's not actually going to trigger the camera because the camera is currently in movie mode to show what the camera sees. But if you can see, it was moving the camera forward bit by bit, and you will see that focus go all the way to the back. Okay, and from there, if I want to run it again, I can just hit select. I can also come back, and if I wanted to reposition it, in fact, I don't even have to move from there. I can be right here on this page. And if I just wanted to give the guy a little bit of a roll and a move over and use those same focus areas, I can hit select and it will go ahead and film it from this. It's very easy to rapidly be able to put your subjects in place with this system. I can't express how nice it is. I've struggled when it came with macro photography for some time, but using the Laowa Aragon lenses, those things are amazing. And then when you combine them with the MP6X, it is just, it's an imaging platform that is just hard to beat. Anyway, I hope this tutorial is useful, and you can rewatch this anytime. It's a very simple thing to use, but once you get used to the setup and how it guides you through, you should find that you can master this system within, a few hours.